you see, and here the closing bell ringing on this Friday, June 5th. It is Friday, June 5th, 2009. The Nasdaq honoring the 63rd annual Tony Awards, which are being held in New York this Sunday. I believe they have something to do with Broadway plays, and we may hear a little bit more about that later. Let's take a look at the action today as the market settles. The S&P 500 closing down about 0.2%, so little change there, even after the much better than expected unemployment number. But as everyone says, you've got to really put it in perspective of where we're going. There you see 940, the last trade. The Dow closing 0.2% on the upside at 87.67, and the Nasdaq closing really unchanged at 1849. Industrials and technology leading the gains today. Here you see industrials up 0.8%. The tech's up about 0.4%. Financials and material stocks were the biggest laggards. Here you see financials down one and change, and materials just about the same. Let's go down to the NYSE and check back in with Chris Valerio. Chris, what's going on down there?
Well, it's Friday, and people are headed out, let me tell you. All right, that jobs data kicking things off here. Initial market reaction was pretty big. I mean, the numbers that came in, the payrolls numbers, jumping much less than expected, about 125,000 less to be exact. But then that unemployment number at 9.4%, it's the highest we've seen it since 1983. The best commentary I heard of the whole day, and I know I told you this in the past, I'm going to repeat it, but it's that twister, the payrolls number showing us that the twister is gone. The storm is gone, but you peek out of that cellar and the damage is still there. And the question, of course, being how long is it going to take to rebuild everything? And that's what the market is trying to weigh in here. Now, adding to investors' concerns is this idea, well, if things are getting better, does that necessarily mean that the Fed might raise interest rates? So that was a little bit of the rhetoric that we heard on the day, some of the talk that was happening. The weights on the day, of course, commodity producers. You heard Matt say that material stocks, energy stocks kind of falling off here as those commodities across the board really fell off ending the session. So certainly those are the weights of the session, but we'll have to see how it plays into going into next week, Matt.
Hey, two Dow stocks getting a lot of attention today, Chris. Talk to me about that.
The two Dow stocks specifically, first off, you had Wal-Mart coming out saying that it authorized a $15 billion share repurchase program. Why now? It decided to do it now because its stock performance has really kind of underperformed some of the other retailers that have more discretionary items like Target, Best Buy, for instance. So it decided to do that. Now, some individuals were pointing out that this is a major repurchase program. It accounts for something like 7% of the market cap. So certainly a big repurchase program there. The second stock, the Dow stock that we got a lot of attention, was Bank of America. Bank of America coming out and saying that, since they've taken over Merrill Lynch, the partnership working together has actually increased some of their profitability. Specifically, the bank added about $5 billion of deposits in a month after putting 1,000 bankers in brokerage offices. So that stock getting quite a bit of attention on the day.